Hello and hello and welcome to another recording by Melo and Chaz. Let's get this thing cracking. Let's get this thing popping. We're gonna get this thing sizzling in your ears today. Okay, so this video is on the girl in the spider's web. She has caught herself in a spider's web and is struggling to get out. You have a predator that is all round about seeking to devour its prey. But somehow she finds a way out of the spider's web, or the spider's nest, if you will. How does she do it? Nobody knows. Now, so I went to see this movie, and I am a fan of the Millennium series, as I find this movie very, very evocative, very provocative. It had a wonderful blend of ambivalent themes, such as goth themes. It had that era of the goth era, in its choreography, in its attire, in its lighting and coloring. It had a steampunk theme. Oh, the gas scene. Now that was creative. Now that was, cause I'm not gonna say much about that, but the gas scene where it was pulling upon a steampunk imagery, and it was playing upon a horror element where what happens, this it happens in your head, and you start seeing things that are not really there. It starts to take on a different element altogether. It's hard to describe, but they did a great job with this gas steampunk scene. It was glorious. Okay, now there was horror aspects of it. Now the ending scene at the cliff, that was when they made the villain object of sympathy. You make a villain somebody, you start to see the human aspect of the villain. That is that's very successful in a movie when you can we can humanize the villain, when a lot of times they dehumanize and demonize the villain. I thought that was very interesting. Now there was a wonderful push and pull in the suspense, playful push and pull, and it was very delicate. It was very delicate, as well as strong and thrust at the same time. Okay, we're going in like a roller coaster, full speed ahead, and then it comes to a halt. And we have a little bit of calm before the storm, and then it blows up again. So they take the momentum of the story with you. You go along on the ride, and I thought that was very enjoy. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Okay, now I thought it was very apropos that we have this Elizabeth Salander character, who is a feminist figure, and she is helping out those that have been sexually harassed, those that have been sexually abused, fighting for women's rights. And this is in line with the recent rise of the Me Too movement. Okay, so we have this Me Too movement, and a woman who finds herself stuck in a quagmire, find yourself stuck in a rock and a hard place, so to speak, a spider's web, and has the predator, okay, around her, you know, okay, ready to take its prey. So what was interesting is that the predator and the villain at the end is not what we would think. And when it comes to a Me Too situation, okay, um, I'll just leave that right there. But yeah, this is sort of in light of the Me Too movement. You have this feminist vigilante, where we have on one side we can relate to Batman. Okay, where we have Batman, we have Elizabeth Salander, who's this feminist vigilante here in fighting for women's rights. Now, something I took from the movie, and I can't say too much. Can't say too much because I don't want to spoil it, and I've already said enough. But one thing that I can encapsulate the movie is on the past and how I can relate that to horror. Now, what I thought is really interesting is that horror is relative to each person, and horror is something you can never run as far away from. There's nowhere you can go. Even if you were able to fly to the farthest region of the universe, you would still have the past, which is attached to your consciousness, attached to your mind. You cannot run from your past. Okay, it's not a local element, it's physical. It's just something that's attached to you. All right, and horror is relative to each person. You know, some people are afraid of clowns. Some people are not afraid of clowns. Some people, can walk through a haunted house and not have the faintest shriek. Okay, and other people will jump um, to a pencil falling to the ground. You know, they're easily scared. So horror is relative, and we all harness this horror within our hearts, uh, and we all carry around that past horror that haunts us if we don't address it. And it's, as far as we can run, as far as we can hide, that horror is always going to come back to find us, and we have to put it to rest. The horror has to be put to rest. And that's something I can say from this movie, on the aspect of horror, an aspect of our past, and how um, they correlate. So, yeah, I would give this movie a light two thumbs up. Yeah, I'll give it a light two thumbs up. You know, it thoroughly satisfied my virtuous appetite. And when it comes to a thriller, when it comes to an investigative crime genre, but there wasn't enough of the driving factor of music that gives the movie its energy, and you need that energy in a movie that makes you really go wild. So, but other than that, I give it a light two thumbs up if we're gonna be like critically speaking. So drop a comment below if you see this movie and what you thought of it, and I hope you enjoyed this quote review of the girl in Spider's Web. Have a great day.